The movie begins with a young boy named Ming Tian running for his life while soldiers chase him. He escapes into a hidden shelter where his father, Ming Tian, is forging a legendary blade. Ming Tian is known throughout China as one of the greatest swordsmiths, even recognized by the emperor himself. The emperor had once ordered him to forge a special magical weapon, but now, for unknown reasons, the emperor's men want him dead. To protect himself, Ming Tian begins forging an even more powerful weapon named Song Wing. Outside the shelter, soldiers are fighting a defensive team. When Ming Tian finally completes the weapon, he takes his son into the desert. The blade, Song Wing, is powerful, but its true nature is not yet revealed. Ming Tian refuses to leave his father, but Ming Tian knows he must leave alone. As he leaps away across the desert, General Zhao Han arrives and kills him. Ming Tian watches helplessly, unable to do anything. The story then jumps 20 years ahead. Ming Tian has grown up and now travels with his friends Diblo and Zuko. The three survive by tricking and robbing travelers. One day, while trying to trade gold, Ming Tian reveals his blade. The man they are dealing with instantly recognizes its unusual shine, startling Ming Tian. The man behaves strangely but gives Ming Tian a pair of beautiful shoes before leaving. Soon, the trio arrives at the gate of Duha City, where many refugees are begging to enter. The guards refuse until a man in white appears, speaking on behalf of the red-dressed woman who watches from a distance. She remembers a time when she herself was abandoned, and she orders the gates to be opened. Ming Tian and his friends enter along with the refugees. Inside, Ming Tian gives the shoes to a woman who offers them a place to stay. The woman takes him to meet Master Xing, who demands payment for lodging. When Xing asks where the shoes came from, the red-dressed woman makes up a story, but Xing does not believe her. The shoes, he says, were made by the famous shoemaker Yang. He agrees to clear their debt only if Ming Tian and his friends bring him Yang's head. Meanwhile, Ming Tian learns that no shoemaker in the city can sharpen his sword. His blade is too unique. He also overhears people complaining about the refugees who have filled the city and taken all the work. Worried, Ming Tian decides to search for answers and goes to a wall where he often sees a beautiful woman, Qin Hong, playing a gu qin like a celestial figure. She does not respond to him, but every night he returns to listen to her mysterious music. One night, Ming Tian earns money through street performances with Diblo and Zuko. They buy food, share it with the homeless, and then meet a man they are supposed to escort into the city. They do not know he is actually the emperor traveling in disguise. After receiving more payment, they leave Red City and arrive at a lavish inn. Zuko becomes suspicious that the man they are escorting might be someone important. During dinner, the truth is revealed. The man is indeed the emperor. Ming Tian and his friends are shocked. They are even more surprised when the emperor invites them to dine with him. During the meal, the emperor asks to see Ming Tian's sword. Ming Tian hesitates, but since the emperor had already glimpsed it, he has no choice. The moment the emperor holds the sword, he recognizes its quality. It resembles the craftsmanship of the legendary blade Silver Chain. Later that night, Ming Tian and Zuko hear the sound of a string instrument. The music turns out to be a signal for assassins to attack the inn. These assassins are after the emperor. Ming Tian jumps into action and fights fiercely to protect him. Together, they defeat the attackers. But suddenly, the musician appears. His name is Song, and he has been following them for a long time. When he comes closer, Ming Tian's sword begins to glow. Song is stunned, but soon continues his attack on the emperor. Ming Tian fights him again, managing to buy time for the emperor to escape. While fleeing, one of the assassins collapses a pillar, trapping Ming Tian and his friends. The emperor escapes with his guards. He later tells them that the real Song is the assassin who attacked him. Ming Tian is embarrassed because he had earlier pretended to be Song. Since the situation is becoming increasingly dangerous, the emperor decides to travel to the capital alone and sends Ming Tian and his group back. But Ming Tian has other plans. He tells Zuko to take everyone home, but he secretly follows the emperor. The next morning, he rejoins the emperor on the road. They continue together, but soon find dead imperial soldiers. The emperor realizes the enemy is near, so they take a narrow, dangerous path to avoid the main road. Along the way, Ming Tian wraps the silver branch around an apple tree for protection. Eventually, they reach a small village and decide to rest in Kangxi's home. But while they are eating, enemy soldiers arrive. Kangxi hides them, but when the soldiers cannot find the emperor, they take Kangxi away. His child begins crying, and the sight deeply hurts Ming Tian. He wants to fight and save Kangxi, but the emperor stops him, hoping to resolve the situation peacefully.